30 days, $130,000. A passport shipped to your door. From a South American country where you can become a citizen without ever living there, to a Pacific island nation selling passports to fund its own survival against rising seas. These are the 10 easiest countries to get citizenship. Some cost $100,000. One costs $500. And one might give you citizenship you didn't even know you already had. Number 10. Paraguay. Paraguay will give you permanent residency on day one. No temporary visa. No waiting period. Deposit roughly $5,000 in a Paraguayan bank, clear a background check, and you're a permanent resident immediately. From there, the path to citizenship takes 3 years. But here's the part that shocks most immigration lawyers. The physical presence requirement is barely enforced. Some applicants have spent as little as 2 weeks in Paraguay across the entire 3-year process. With only 7.5 million people in a territory the size of California, Paraguay is actively trying to grow its population. The government wants you there, or at least it wants your money there. And there's a tax bonus. Paraguay has 0 worldwide taxation. Citizens pay tax only on income earned inside Paraguay at a flat 10% rate. Your investments, businesses, and income from abroad, tax-free. Total cost, roughly $5,000 to $7,000. For a passport with 146 visa-free destinations and 0 global tax obligations. Number 9. Brazil. Brazil has one of the most powerful birthright citizenship laws on earth. Any child born on Brazilian soil is automatically a citizen. Full stop. Parents' nationality doesn't matter. And once your child is Brazilian, your own path to citizenship drops from 4 years to just 1. 1 year of residency, basic Portuguese, and you're a citizen of the world's 5th largest country with a top 20 passport. 170 visa-free destinations. Full access to the Mercosur free movement zone, and a constitutional clause that makes headlines. Brazil cannot extradite its own citizens. It's written into the Constitution. Article 5, Clause 51. Once you're Brazilian, no foreign government can touch you on Brazilian soil. Brazil's 1988 Constitution was written after decades of military dictatorship. It was deliberately designed to be one of the most protective and inclusive in the world. That protection now extends to anyone who becomes a citizen. Cost: as little as $500 to $2,000 in processing fees. One of the cheapest paths to a top 20 passport on the planet. Number 8. Mexico. The standard path is 5 years of residency. But marry a Mexican citizen, and that drops to just 2 years. Have a child born in Mexico? Also 2 years. The citizenship exam is almost comically easy. Basic conversational Spanish and knowing who the first president was. That's essentially it. But the real value is strategic. Mexico's passport opens 161 countries visa-free. That includes all of Europe, most of Latin America, Japan, and South Korea. For the 1.6 million Americans already living in Mexico, citizenship is a natural next step. Mexico recognized dual citizenship in 1998, so you never have to give up your original passport. And the proximity to the United States makes it uniquely practical. You can maintain your American life while holding a second passport that opens doors across the globe. Total cost, roughly $1,000 to $3,000. 2 years if married to a Mexican. One of the best value propositions in the Western Hemisphere. Number 7. Peru. 2 years. That's it. 2 years of legal residency in Peru, and you can apply for citizenship. No massive investment. No property purchase. Just live there, earn an income, speak basic Spanish, and wait. Peru has one of the shortest residency to citizenship timelines in the world that isn't a pay-for-passport program. And the cost? Roughly $2,000 to $5,000 total, including legal fees. Peru lost significant population during its internal conflict from 1980 to 2000. The government has maintained liberal immigration policies ever since to rebuild. The country wants new citizens. The passport gives you 142 visa-free destinations, including all of Europe through Schengen. And the cost of living in Lima is a fraction of any Western capital. You can live well in Peru for $1,500 a month while your citizenship clock ticks. Number 6. Turkey. Turkey is the only country straddling Europe and Asia that sells citizenship. Buy property worth $400,000, and in 3 to 6 months, you're a Turkish citizen. No residency requirement. No language test. No renunciation of your current citizenship. The real estate investment isn't dead money either. Istanbul property values rose over 150% between 2021 and 2024. You're buying an appreciating asset that happens to come with a passport. But the real strategic play is the E2 treaty. Turkey has an investor treaty with the United States. That means Turkish citizens can apply for E2 investor visas, which let you live and work in America. For people from countries without their own E2 treaty, like China, India, or most of the Middle East, Turkish citizenship creates a backdoor into the United States. Turkey raised the investment threshold from $250,000 to $400,000 in 2022 because the program was too popular. Over 20,000 investors obtained citizenship between 2018 and 2022, pumping billions into Turkish real estate, rumored to increase again, so the window may be closing. Number 5. Dominica. $100,000. That's the price of citizenship in Dominica, not the Dominican Republic. Dominica, a tiny volcanic island in the Caribbean with just 72,000 people. Donate $100,000 to the Economic Diversification Fund, pass a background check, and in 3 to 4 months, you're a citizen. No residency, no visit, no language test, no interview. The entire process is paper-based. You never have to set foot on the island. Ever. Dominica's program has been running since 1993. It is the oldest active citizenship by investment program in the world. The blueprint every other country copied. The passport opens 149 countries visa-free, including all of Europe, the UK, Singapore, and Hong Kong. For wealthy individuals from countries with weak passports, $100,000 for visa-free access to the entire developed world is life-changing. Here's the darker angle. Hurricane Maria hit Dominica in 2017 and caused $1.3 billion in damage. That's 226% of the country's entire GDP. The CBI program literally funds national reconstruction. When you buy Dominica's citizenship, you're funding a country's survival. Number 4. Argentina. This is the one that breaks people's brains. Argentina offers a top 20 passport, 172 visa-free destinations through one of the cheapest and easiest citizenship processes on earth. 2 years of residency, under $1,500 total. And the physical presence requirement is laughably loose. Courts have granted citizenship to applicants who spent as little as 6 months actually in Argentina over the 2-year period. No investment, no property purchase, no wealth requirement, just basic Spanish, a clean criminal record, and proof you can support yourself. Argentina was built by immigration. 60% of the population has Italian ancestry. The Constitution, Article 20, explicitly grants foreigners the same civil rights as citizens. It's a country that was designed from the ground up to welcome newcomers. And the economic chaos actually helps foreigners. With inflation exceeding 200% in 2024, everything in Argentina is absurdly cheap when paid in dollars. A nice apartment in Buenos Aires costs $400 a month. A steak dinner, $8. Your $1,500 citizenship feels like $150. 172 visa-free destinations. All of Europe, the UK, Japan, for $1,500 and 2 years. There is no better deal in global citizenship. Number 3. Italy. This one isn't about moving to Italy. It's about proving you're already Italian and don't know it. Italy's Jure Sanguinis law, citizenship by blood, has no generational limit. If your great-great-great-grandfather emigrated from Italy in 1880 and never renounced his Italian citizenship before his child was born, that unbroken chain makes you Italian. Right now, today, no residency required, no language test, no investment. An estimated 60 to 80 million people worldwide may qualify and have no idea. 30 million in Brazil, 20 million in Argentina, 17 million in the United States. Italy lost over 25 million people to emigration between 1861 and 1960, one of the largest diasporas in human history. The passport you'd receive is tied for the strongest in the world. 192 visa-free destinations. Full EU citizenship. The right to live and work in all 27 European Union member states. France, Germany, Spain, Netherlands. All of them. Legally. Permanently. The catch? Italian consulates now have 2 to 5 year wait lists. A cottage industry of 1948 cases, a judicial pathway through Italian courts, has exploded to bypass the backlog. And there's a ticking clock. Italian parliament has been debating a law to limit jure sanguinis to 4 generations. If it passes, millions lose eligibility overnight. Cost: $5,000 to $15,000 for document procurement and legal fees. For an EU passport, the math speaks for itself. Number 2. St. Kitts and Nevis. St. Kitts invented modern citizenship by investment. In 1984, every CBI program on Earth is a copy of this one. $250,000 donation to the Sustainable Island State Contribution Fund. 45 to 60 days processing. That's the fastest citizenship timeline of any established program in the world. No residency, no visit, no language test. Entirely confidential. The passport opens 157 countries visa-free. UK, all of Europe, Singapore, Hong Kong. For a country with only 47,000 people, St. Kitts has issued an estimated 25,000 CBI passports. The program generates more revenue per capita than almost any government initiative on the planet. Here's the origin story. When the global sugar industry collapsed in 2005, St. Kitts had to shut down its last sugar plantation, the economic backbone since the 1600s. The country needed a new economy, so it turned its sovereignty into a product. Citizenship became the export. The program was temporarily suspended in 2023 for reforms after international pressure. It relaunched with stricter due diligence, but the same speed. The price went up. The demand didn't stop. 45 days from application to passport. That's not a processing target. That's a competitive advantage. Number 1. Vanuatu. 30 to 60 days. $130,000. A passport shipped to your door. You never visit. You never interview. You never take a test. This is the fastest confirmed citizenship process on Earth. Vanuatu is a tiny Pacific island nation of 320,000 people. In 2022 alone, the country generated over $130 million from selling citizenship. That's nearly 40% of government revenue. There are now estimated to be more Vanuatu passport holders who've never visited Vanuatu than there are native-born citizens on some of its islands. The passport opens 136 countries visa-free. But here's what makes it uniquely valuable. The Vanuatu passport offers visa-free access to both Europe and Russia. Almost no other passport in the world offers both simultaneously. Vanuatu has maintained diplomatic neutrality, never sanctioning Russia, while keeping its EU Schengen access. For individuals who need to move between geopolitical blocs, this passport is one of a kind. But the reason Vanuatu sells citizenship isn't greed. It's survival. The country is one of the most climate-vulnerable nations on Earth. Cyclone Pam in 2015 destroyed 90% of structures on some islands. Rising sea levels threatened to make parts of the country uninhabitable within decades. The CBI program funds sea walls, climate adaptation, and relocation planning. Vanuatu is literally selling citizenship to fund its own survival against rising seas. And the clock is ticking on another front. The EU has Vanuatu on a watch list. If Schengen access is revoked, the passport's value drops dramatically and applications would crater. $130,000. 30 days. A passport that works in both Moscow and Paris. From a country that might not exist in 80 years. That's the most compelling citizenship deal on Earth. 3 patterns define this list. First, island nations dominate. Vanuatu, St. Kitts, Dominica. Small countries with limited resources turn sovereignty into an export. They sell the one thing no one else can replicate, the legal right to be their citizen. Second, South America is the best-kept secret in citizenship. Argentina, Brazil, Peru, Paraguay. For countries offering genuine passports through affordable, straightforward residency. No 6-figure investments. No golden visas. Just time and paperwork. Third, Nearly every program on this list exists because of crisis. Sugar collapse, hurricane destruction, climate change, military dictatorship, mass immigration. The easiest paths to citizenship were created by countries that needed people, or needed money, or needed both. If this opened your eyes to possibilities you didn't know existed, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Like this video if a second passport sounds appealing. And tell us, which country on this list surprised you the most?